friends, I want to talk all about my recent cozy favorites because while I can feel that spring is in mindset and we are bringing it on, it is still snowy out, it's currently rainy out, and I have a lot of cozy things that I would like to talk to you about. And for me personally, it's important to talk about favorites that aren't just products and things, so I've tried to give a good little mix of maybe things that I've made or experiences and some things that I've got. Number one, first of all, my cozy sweater. This is the only sweater I've ever knit for myself. It is a little wonky. It's definitely giving Molly Weasley, but I love it so much. I knit it years ago. It is expensive. It is so expensive to knit sweaters, so I've never knit one again. And even though I didn't understand at the time how much yarn can stretch, so it is very, very big and cozy, it just makes me love it even more. And I don't know how to knit in the round, so I knit everything flat and just pieced it together, and I just love wearing it around the home. I feel so cozy, and every time I film, whether it's for YouTube now I guess or my podcast, there is a 100% chance I am in jammies. So I just love to be snug as a bug in a rug, and that is top priority for me. Uncomfortable clothing is so last year, and it wasn't even last year. Comfortability has always been in. Anyways, my first favorite that I want to talk about has actually been making mini zines. I have been really enjoying making some cards and crafts for some of my, I guess, pen pals now, which are just internet friends that I've made that we've decided to send some little mail back and forth. So if you are Kat or Rachel happening to watch this, maybe just skip ahead 30 seconds or so, but I have already sent one off to a friend, but this is a little one that I made for my friend Rachel in Japan, who sent me a really beautiful care package that I posted a YouTube video about, and they're just these little zines that you like fold a piece of construction paper. I just made a little In the Meadow zine spring edition for her Rachel with a little Beatrix Potter sticker, and I made a word search. There's like word search generators online. It's super easy to make them. Did a little page on spring. I did a little playlist for her. Made these little peekaboos in here and did a little banana muffin recipe and drew a little Miffy on the back. And I think these are so cute. So I think this might be my thing. I sent one already to a pen pal I newly am having in Portland, and what did I make her? This was the Comfy Cozy edition, so they're all individualized to who I'm sending them to. And then I'm working on one right now for my friend Kat, the Candid Catalog, who I met through Book Talk, and she is that girl. And so I'm making a little self-care one for her. Now this one I just started yesterday, so I'm only one page in, but I customized the word search to things that I know are acts of self-care for her, and I don't know what else I'm going to put in the rest of it yet, but I think these are just a really easy, personalized way to make a little gift for somebody who might need a little boost. You can make it about anything, current event, about your friend, about your partner, whatever it might be. I just think they're really fun. Literal dollar store supplies, a big thing of construction paper, and they had a little pack of cardstock that I kind of am gluing down pieces on, and I think these are so fun, and they are so therapeutic to make and just spark a little creativity and make me feel that childlike wonder again. So that has definitely been a cozy favorite, is working on these. Next, I have to talk about it. I simply must talk about this beautiful book that I got. And listen, I have not read it in full yet. I'm saving that for tomorrow for me, which is going to be my day off. I have to go into work later today as I'm filming this. But this book, it's called The Frog in the Fall by Linnea Sterte, and she's an illustrator. And just look at the outside, first of all. And it's so interesting. When I ordered this, I've been looking for it for a couple of months, and I believe it's out of print. They don't sell it at chain bookstores like Chapters or Barnes and Nobles. I believe it's only printed by a small publisher in Sweden, I want to say, that does graphic novels. So I ended up finding this through Type Books, which is an independent bookstore in Toronto, and had it shipped out to me. And look, this is so interesting. So I thought this was the spine at first, but it's actually a case for this book. And it's just such interesting binding to it. So it's a very like raw bind, and it's this graphic novel that's like told in this beautiful fashion. And I don't know, it feels a little delicate for sure, but it is just so cozy. And I've done some flip throughs. Like I said, I haven't read it in full yet. I want to do it in one sitting, but just about a frog in the fall and later on through the seasons, and a frog going out into the world for the first time, and like a little cozy slice of life, I guess. Can we say that in books too? I think we can. Why not? Of this frog just experiencing life and also humans for the first time. And I think that it really just speaks to me as someone trying to slow down and appreciate all of the little things in life. So I feel so lucky to have my hands on this, and I'm going to ever so carefully get it back in its book sleeve. Okay, while we are on frog talk, I'm going to talk about my next little favorite, which is felt crafting. And this is extremely new to me. When I was at the dollar store getting some cardstock, I saw a big pack of felt, like felt sheets. And I thought, I'm sure there's something that I want to use those for. And was looking around on Pinterest and saw people making little felt geese and bunnies and frogs, woodland creatures, and making little clothes for them. And this is everything to me. So while I was waiting on a frog in the fall to come in the mail, I made this little froggy guy, and he's not perfect, and that is the whole point of it. And the whole point of crafting is having fun with it and not being a perfectionist. It's not a business. You're not doing it to impress anyone. It's doing it for fun. And so I made this little froggy in little overalls and a little scarf. I tried to stuff him, but I don't have stuffing and just had yarn. And I'm still not sure how to properly do that process. So he just has a little stuffing in his belly. His legs and arms and head are two-dimensional, and that's okay because I love him so much. And I want to try and make a goose next, I think, for a friend. So this has been a really fun outlet. And again, it doesn't have to be expensive if you don't want to. I looked up felt prices at craft stores, and that is not an avenue I'm going to be going down. But using my dollar store felt and thread that I already have, I just think it's super cozy and neat to make little characters to go with my bookshelves. My next cozy favorite will not come as a surprise to anyone, I don't think, and it is Studio Ghibli movies. And oh my gosh, these are a little beat up and dirty. We are currently moving around things in our living room, and dust has just been flying everywhere, but I love Studio Ghibli, tomato. Anyhow, these are some of my favorites, which is My Neighbor Totoro and Kiki's Delivery Service. I have a Kiki and Gigi tattoo on my calf, actually. This is definitely my most favorite one. I don't have all of my favorites on DVD yet. I am on the hunt forever in our thrift travels to find The Secret World of Arrietty, which is a newer Ghibli movie, but one of my favorites. I love the idea of just being a tiny little human in a big world. And I know it's based off of The Borrowers, and I've been told that I should read and watch that, so it is on my list. But if you've never seen either of these movies, you don't have to be a kid to enjoy them. They are fantastic. And we watch the more mature themed Ghibli movies as well. The Boy and the Heron, which recently came out, was wonderful. I just showed my partner Princess Mononoke for the first time, but there's just something special on a day when you're not feeling great, whether physically or mentally, and popping in Totoro or Spirited Away, whatever it might be, and just getting lost in these magical worlds. The animation is such a special style. My brain was just searching for that word for so long, but Studio Ghibli will just always have such a special place in my heart. Do I even have to say anything about this one? This little bear in his little nightgown and nightcap has been saving me. And I go through bouts with my Sleepytime tea where I'm really consistent with it, and then fall off the train where I'm not, especially in the summer, maybe when I'm warm already and don't want to be internally boiled. But I'm a tea person. I am. And I'm going to talk about another favorite in a little bit, but this app, Finch, which I have no affiliation with, has been so helpful in getting me to put Sleepytime tea into my bedtime routine. And whether it's placebo or not, I have no idea. I have been sleeping better than ever the past week that I have been consistent with the ritual of having my Sleepytime tea in bed, reading a book, and I don't know. I love the taste of it. It's very mild if you're not super into tea or herbal tastes. And look, their marketing's got me. Now, I have heard some interesting things about Celestial maybe being like a little culty. I'm not sure. I've heard whispers. I need to look into it more, but it wouldn't surprise me because I'm pulled in. They've got me. They've got me. Second to last, we have something really fun that I am doing with a friend of mine that I met online, and it's a book annotation exchange. So we each are picking a book and we're going to go through and annotate it, write little notes, send it to each other, annotate each other's, and then send it back. So you get your original copy back of the book that you first annotated, and it's like a little conversation with a friend where you get to go through and read what they wrote. And I just think that is so neat and special, and I'm super new to annotation. I just annotated my first book for my partner for Valentine's Day, and actually for Christmas in my book club, my Secret Santa gave me this book annotation set, which is really neat. It has tabs and highlighters and pens, and is just super handy to bring around with you. So I have been doing Cackle by Rachel Harrison, which is one of my favorite books. I love Rachel Harrison books. She writes female friendship so beautifully. She doesn't center romantic relationships in her books, which I really appreciate as well. And Cackle is such a special book about witchy, whimsical women, female friendship. It is technically in the horror genre, so there's some spooky things. If you don't like spiders, it's probably not the book for you. I don't like them, and I can get past it, but I've just been, you know, putting little notes and highlighting and tabs in, and I'm only 40 pages in to annotating it, and I've been working on it for about a week, and there's probably 300 pages in this, so it's gonna take me a bit. And my friend said that, she's like, I know annotation is a labor of love, which it totally is, but I think that's the beauty in just slowing down. There's no timeline, there's no award for getting a book annotated first or fastest, and it's also helped me absorb the book so much better and thinking about things so much more, just reading it really deeply and wanting to commentate and annotate in it. So that is something that's really neat. And whilst I know this might take me a little bit of time, it's something that I would definitely consider doing in the future with someone else as well. It's like a really special form of snail mail and pen paling, connecting over books. So that's been really beautiful. And lastly is something that I can't physically show you because I am recording on my phone, but it is this dang app called Finch. And again, absolutely no affiliation. My friend Kat got me onto it, and I've talked about it on my podcast a little bit, but it has been integral this week in just getting me on a better path mentally, physically, everything. It's this little app where you take care of this bird, a finch, and they call it a burb in the app. And you're basically performing acts of self-care, or maybe it's tidying up your home, and you're performing these little acts and you check them off. And once you check off a certain amount, your little finch goes on an adventure. So right now mine is in the Alps, and she's just exploring the Alps. And at the end of the day, we'll say, hey, I discovered skiing today, or I discovered that I don't like lasagna, whatever it is. And for completing these tasks, you get little points, and then you can decorate your bird nest or your little birdie. You can send good vibes to any friends you have on there. I don't know. I am a list person through and through, for sure. And I've tried planners, I've tried using my notes app, but I've put the little widget on my phone, and listen, I am 30 consistent days now of using the Finch app. And it took some getting used to, of figuring out, okay, I can customize icons, I can write my own things in. So for example, it's 12:15 right now as I'm recording this. I only woke up at 8 a.m. this morning since I work in the evening, but I prioritized because of my Finch app that I can organize and order, and I watered my plants. I already had a healthy snack, a healthy breakfast. I washed my hair, I wiped out my bathroom, I did my dishes, I prepped dinner, and even fit in time for doing cozy hobbies, doing a little bit of a cozy hobby, playing my game for half an hour, and things to look forward to, like my Sleepytime tea before bed, my peppermint tea after dinner. I'm also doing this I don't know the word. I don't want to say challenge, or goal, because I don't like those words, but there's these little micro pets that you can hatch, and the point is to motivate you. So if you do one task 7 days consecutively, you hatch a little pet for your bird. So right now, my task, I suppose, that I assigned to that is taking a picture of one thing a day that makes me happy. And it's just been forcing me in a positive way throughout my days to find those moments of joy. So I just took a picture of my pothos plants in the sink as I'm watering them and giving them a good soak, and how beautiful they look, and how my one pothos plant I've had for 8 years, if not longer now, and I've kept it alive, and that is happy to me. And it's been really cool this week to look back and just see little moments of my day mostly at home that have made me happy. So that is just an app that I find really beneficial. Oh, I love that. I love that. And it's super cozy. And I love that I have some of you guys on there as friends and we can just send little chirps back and forth to each other's burbs and cheer each other on. And that's been very cozy and wonderful. Those are my current cozy favorites. I feel so winded. Oh my goodness. I was debating making a tea to film this. And I was like, girl, you are going to be yapping. You're going to be in your sweater. You're going to be snug as a bug in a rug, but a very warm rug. So I think now that I'm done, I'm going to go make myself a little peppermint tea or some St. John's wort and just wind down, play a little more Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I could do a whole video on cozy games as well. That is a whole other sector of things that I love. But I appreciate you all for being here and all the positive comments on the What's in My Bag video. Whatever else you want to see, let me know. I'm very new to this. It is very spooky and scary to do new things. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope that maybe this inspires you to do some cozy hobbies, some cozy crafts. Appreciate the little things in your day. Let me know what your favorite cozy favorites are right now, and I'll catch you guys next time.